Hi guys, this is Romit here. So in this video, we will be looking at manufacturing flow, what kind of features we provide in that. So now I'm in the sign in page of TradeRunner. Let me just log in. And as you can see, uh, the manufacturing tab we have. First, we'll look at bill of materials. So bill of material is nothing but uh, in this you basically give criteria for a manufactured product, what all ingredients or different components it is uh, made up of, right? So just to give you an example, first of all, that the variant which you will try to search here has to be a manufactured product, right? So if we go to the product section of our demo account, we will see that this box glass, if you see, you can see that this is a manufactured product. That means this can be searched here. So let me just go ahead and try to search for a box. These are the different uh, uh, box glass variants which we have. Let's suppose that we are looking for the blue one, how it is created. So one quantity of this is created by what all different components. So for simplicity, I have created two kind of raw materials, two other products which are not manufactured products. They are maybe raw materials and purchased directly from outside. So let's say this box raw, I select the blue one. Since we're trying to make small blue box glass, I have selected another. I've selected the raw material box raw small blue. Similarly, I'll select another component, let's say glass raw small. Now we can assume that this is made up of, let's say, 1.3 units of glass raw and maybe 0.8 units of small blue raw box, just for understanding purposes. And there could be other costs like labor and overheads, which right now I am let me just give one. Wastage, let's say wastage is 0.5 here and wastage is 0.2, 0.1. So if this is the quantity being used, the total cost is this quantity into the cost per item, which gives us 16. Similarly, 1.3 into 40 gives us 52. So total cost, and let's say labor is 10 and cost per item is 20. The total cost which is coming out is 268, right? Let me just submit this. So this bill of materials has been created successfully. Now, once you have created all the different products which you want to manufacture with their different components, which should be uh, used to manufacture it, after that comes your production order. So this production orders module you would use day in day out whenever you're trying to manufacture uh, a finished product. So let me just show you. The first screen obviously is the listing of different production orders you have, which you can search based on order number, variant, SKU, etc. Let me show you how you can create a production order. Now, if you want to, let's say you are looking for, so this here, all the bill of material which you have created, different finished items in bill of materials you have created, those will be those can be searched here. So I have selected the one which we just created, box class small blue, and as you can see, the components, different components required to manufacture it have come pre-populated. Let's say the due date is 11th of September and it's happening on the primary location. Quantity to be produced is, let's say, 2, then the quantity, if I make it 1, then automatically, as you can see, the quantity required of the components will change, or the raw materials will change. If I make it 2, it becomes 1.6 and 2.6. Right. And labor, whatever we gave there, came pre-populated. Now, if I submit this, we created one production order. Now we have to give the start date when the production got started, because we will be tracking that, and once it is complete, we can click on complete or stop production. Right. So here it is little bit editable, because what you thought may not have been true, because maybe the space stage may have been little bit less or more. So here you can go ahead and change it. Similarly, the other things which are editable, you can do that. So produced quantity, you wanted to produce 2, and maybe you produce 2.5 or 1.5. Those things you can put here, right? You can change the wastage and the amount of labor and other costs which incurred in this, and you can submit it off, right? So this is how the flow for a production order works. Similarly, you can keep on creating production orders and starting and stopping or completing the production, and tracking the different production orders. We have few reports also where we give different reports based on sales, inventory, and even for manufacturing we have a production summary report which gives you a summary of the different production orders you have created. Hope this tutorial was helpful, and understanding manufacturing flow in brief. So thanks for watching the video, and if you have any questions, you can send us an email on our support email given in the website, or you can call us at the number given in the website again. Thank you very much.